Okay. Okay, you ready? Okay, the time now is 5:01. Well, it's 5 o'clock p.m. So good evening, everyone. This is our North Richmond Municipal Advisory Council meeting for Tuesday, May the 3rd, 2022, here at the Senior Center. So I will be your chair. I'm vice chair, and I will be taking over for our chair. He had an emergency this afternoon. So with that, we're gonna get started with this meeting. I welcome everyone. Thank you for coming on this afternoon, and we're gonna get started. First, with our roll call, as do I see that we have a quorum, or we'll just call out? So staff, if you please could call the roll. Tanya?
Yeah, so we have Beverly and Annie here. Don't have we need one more person for quorum.
Okay, we need one more for a quorum. Okay. So with that, we're going to keep it moving. Okay. And once I have a quorum, we will go back to item 1 for the roll call. Okay. So with that, we cannot approve the agenda at this point either, because we have to approve that. But we can have public comments, and that's 3 minutes. And we'll identify for our public comments, and I will be the last one to present my comments.
Okay. So can you hear me, Annie?
Yes, we can hear you. Staff can hear you. Yes, we all can hear you.
Okay, so good evening, Vice Chair Meredith. My name is Cordell Handler, and I'm a Richmond resident, and I have an invitation for you all. So you are cordially invited to attend the Richmond Rotary Club weekly meeting on May 6th at 12:30 at the Richmond Country Club. The tickets are only $25 a person, and our speakers for that will be the City Manager's Office staff. They will share with us about the economic development, and there will be lunch provided too. So that's one. Then number 2 is, let's see, you are cordially invited to attend a performance of Crowns, the musical, at Contra Costa Civic Theater on Friday and Saturday evening at 7:30. If you get the youth rate, it's only $20. You just show proof of vaccination, and that's, hopefully you will attend these events at some point. So that's it.
Okay, you done, Cordell? Thank you.
I'm done.
Okay, Tanya, we have Miss Eleanor Thompson.
Hey, are you ready? I can speak now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wanted to speak. I don't know if Dr. Clark is on tonight. I know he was on last time. Is he on tonight?
No, but
okay. I was just going to speak on the things that myself and him, he wants to see a museum in North Richmond, and I don't know how long it's going to be before they start deciding about the Los Deltas houses. I don't know if there's going to be an update tonight or not. Do you know, Miss Annie?
No, I don't. Not at this point. That's something that Don would know. But just to interrupt you for a moment, I'm so glad you brought Dr. Clark. He did send a message that he will not be, he will be attending the meetings, but he is, you know, his health is not as good, but it's for us to continue to keep him in prayer.
Okay. Thank you. So also, I just wanted to speak on that, the Museum for North Richmond, and I hope we, as the people of North Richmond, will make sure that that happens. And also the resource center that I've been trying for about 10 years to get one of the Los Deltas homes to bring a youth one-stop resource center to North Richmond. And I hope that we will bring these resources to North Richmond for our youth, even though we have the other resource center. We need one where our youth can come and get after school tutoring, resources, and be able to help our youth. So in the museum, those two things that I really would like to see happen in North Richmond. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Tanya. Dominique, hand is raised.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tanya. Good evening, everyone. Let me know if you all can hear me okay. I'll leave my Wi-Fi. Yes, thank you. All right, my name is Dominic. Everyone, I just want to come in really quickly and introduce myself and say hello. It's my first time in space, so I'm very excited to be here. I'm a project manager actually with Richmond Land. I wanted to invite you all to an event that's actually happening on the 19th. I'm already hearing a lot of conversation about the lost deltas and those plots of land that are scattered. So I'm excited to invite you all to this event, but it's happening on the 19th from 5 o'clock p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the evening time at Verde Elementary School. I'll share a flyer in the chat, but at that space, we want to actually introduce ourselves as a nonprofit developer actually in the community, and introduce our staff, our mission statement, and what some of our priorities are. And we want to engage with the community at a much deeper level, which is something that most developers, as we know, in the city of Richmond and other cities typically don't do. But we know how important it is not only to be in alignment with who we are as a land trust, but also in alignment with what the community wants to engage with us at that deeper level, right? So a lot of us on staff, we're community members ourselves. So we want to invite you all to this space, and we hope that you all will extend the invitation as deep as you can to current and past North Richmond residents. It's centered around here, Mid Street, but the space is really for anyone to come by who thinks they can add value or take value away from the space. And like I said, I'll share the flyer in the chat. We have how to provide it. We'll have food and beverages. So if you have questions later down the line, I'll share my contact. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dominic. I see Linda's hand. Linda, hand is up.
Did you say Linda?
Yes, Linda.
Okay, I had a question from last month when I asked you guys about the work that's in the driveway with all the rocks and everything and some of the netting that's flying up, and I never got an answer back.
Yeah, so they are delayed right now. So they're about delayed about a month. Let me read. I did receive an email about it, so I can share what but everything is essentially delayed, and that's why they haven't been able to do anything, but they anticipate the paving to begin May 16th.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Woodard. Is there anyone else?
Can I just make an announcement, Ms. Annie? It's about the 4th of July Parade and Festival. It will be going on this year. We haven't had for the last 2 years, but we will be back in North Richmond on the 4th of July, and it starts at 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you. So if I don't hear any, I have some acknowledges that I have mentioned to our staff that I would like to do a shout out for that happened over since our last meeting. And one is to congratulate, Dr. Clark wanted to make sure that we congratulated Doria Robinson for her award that she received. And also a shout out to Supervisor Joya's office for the expediency for Davis Chapel sign that has finally gone up after many years of trying and getting through permits. The other shout out is to the Public Works Transportation officer that actually came out and looked at Truman and Chesley because it is a blind hazard spot. And they've had many missed calls from individuals on Truman entering into the traffic of Chesley because of the cars that were parked too close to the curb. So we do have with the participation of the residents and also church members. We got a chance to have the curb marked red to cut down on the collisions there on Truman and Chesley. And the other last shout out is to Tanya with your help of getting in touch with the law enforcement. The church
just a minute
needed visual because of the 150 to 200 people that was actually coming out of town to have to our church convocation at Davis Chapel. They were very visual, and the shout out is to thank them for their participation of being visual that Saturday on the 16th. That concludes my shout out to everyone, and thank you so very much. So we will proceed on. Ending public comments at this point, let's go into law enforcement. Do we have a representative? Tanya, do you see our sheriff?
Hi, Mark Rodriguez here with the Sheriff's Office. How you guys doing tonight? Thank you for having us. I'll start off with sharing the reports. For the month of April, we had 277 calls for service, which generated 35 reports. And for our select crime trends, we were on a consistent with last month, but for the month of February, we had 14. For the month of March, we were at 12. And for the month of April, we're at 12. And just as a reminder on those reports, those are the select crimes trends are the crimes that are related to crimes against persons, as well as select property crimes. The majority of those were related to either property thefts or the recovery of stolen property and or vandalism. So that's a good note. There wasn't much in the way of violence, so hopefully we continue to trend that way. Outside of that, the Sheriff's Office participated in a couple events the last few weekends in April. We were out there for the Earth Day cleanup event. I would like to thank all the community members out there. It was really nice to see you guys doing the work on the safe passage to school route with the stencils and a lot of debris that was collected along the path on the creek as well. And we were thankful for the invite. And everyone seemed to, with the exception of a few, everyone seemed to adhere to some of the traffic signs and park accordingly so that that project could be taken care of. And last weekend, we had deputies participate with the cleanup and also the Shields Reed Park event. So my understanding is everything went well there. I was not able to attend that one, but I understand it went well. And that's what I have for this month. Any questions of me? And I just noticed in the chat, there was a comment. I just saw something in regards to ticketing of cars. I'm not sure if there was more to that, if I see that or not. If it's an update on specific parking violations, if you can expand on that.
So are they asking, okay, are you gonna try to answer the question? I can see it in chat too. It's from Latifa, and it is, can we get an update on ticket cars that don't move on the street sweeping day? I think this was the question that she was asking you, Lieutenant.
Yes, I see that now. Thank you. I was looking at that. I will have to get back to you on that one in regards to the ticketing of the cars. What I will say too is the deputies, specifically our resident deputies, but also our beat deputies from the last meeting have been advised that that's an issue, and trying to get out there on the days that it's actually taking place to be able to contact homeowners and advise them and I'm still working on getting you an answer in regards to the ticketing of the vehicles.
Okay, so are there any more questions for our sheriff? Okay, not hearing none. I see Dr. Clark is on.
Yes, we have Dr. Clark and Martha. We have quorum now.
We have a quorum now. I see Beverly and Steve. Okay, and you said Martha is here?
Yes.
Okay, and she is our new member that is coming aboard. Once we take the roll call, and I know we're going back to the beginning of our roll call, since we do have a quorum. And with that, we would like for Martha to say a few words also coming on board, if she would please do so. So with that, since we have a quorum, Tanya, could you call the roll, please?
Yes, so unfortunately, I don't see Martha anymore, but we still have quorum with Dr. Henry Clark. So we have Dr. Henry Clark, Beverly, Princess, and Annie. And we need to approve the agenda and the minutes. Oh, here she's coming back into the Zoom. I'm adding her right now.
So we do have Martha. Is that correct?
Yeah, she just returned back right now. So now we have Martha again. So we have Dr. Henry Clark, Martha, Beverly, Annie, and Princess.
Okay, so she's not quite set up yet. We wanted to welcome her and have her to say a few words.
While we have quorum here, I can make a motion to approve the minutes in the agenda for tonight.
That wasn't asked of yet, Princess. We was waiting for Martha to speak. She was just coming aboard. Look like.
Are you waiting?
Look like she has.
Yes. Yes. My name is Martha Nieto. And I really appreciate because you choose me to be in this committee. I really want to work with you guys. And especially because I really like to have a relationship with the community. I have been working in the community maybe for 15 years in North Richmond with parents at Verde. And I started as a parent volunteer some time ago. So thank you very much for choosing me. And I hope I can support this group and this community. Yeah, I can share a little bit about me. I'm a mother of 6 children, a grandmother, 2 with 5 grandchildren. And again, I'm glad to be here and support this group. And I really want to work the best I can to support everybody here, especially the community.
Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you.
And Dr. Clark Dr. Clark is saying something too. Dr. Clark?
I'm just saying thank you. Glad to have her aboard.
Okay, Beverly?
I'm here.
Okay, we're just welcoming her aboard. Okay. All right. So, okay, so thank you. And Martha, and welcome aboard. Now we are going to our item for approval of the agenda, for the agenda and the minutes. And before that, Princess, do you want to make that motion?
Sure, Annie.
Okay, thank you.
I motion to approve the agenda for tonight and the minutes from the last meeting.
Okay.
A second.
And Dr. Clark seconded. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposers at this time?
I will abstain because I did not attend last month's meeting.
Okay. 1 abstention. Okay. Thank you, and that was Beverly. Okay, so it carries at this point. Okay, thank you. So moving back to the agenda items, we had our law enforcement to speak. And do we have Richmond PD here at all this evening? No, we don't. I'm gonna go a little bit just off of the agenda. If you would like, I would just like to acknowledge that I know last month that I spoke that we were looking for a representation for our wastewater district, but I see that one of our directors is here, and that's Mr. Cesar Cepeda. And I want to acknowledge him and welcome him to come to this meeting. I know before our president for the wastewater district, Dave, have been here, Alvaro, so he has also been sitting in the meeting also. So I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for coming and attending the meeting.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay. So let's move on to item 5 for discussion and or action. So with item A, it is the fire department service, and a letter was sent out. Tanya, if you would like to, I have the letter here, to actually have our fire chief, and I see he's on, this Mr. Aaron Mcallister. Yes, he is. Okay, my glass is a little foggy, but I see Mr. Mcallister. So, yes.
Hi, good evening. Aaron Mcallister, the Deputy Fire Chief for Contra Costa County Fire. I'm just here as a follow-up to last month where I gave a little bit of an oral report. We followed that up with a letter from the fire chief in writing. And if there's any additional questions, I'm here to provide what I can.
Okay. So did everyone get a chance to read the letter response from our fire chief? And do you have any questions for him at this point? It was questions and answers from the overview from the last couple of meetings that we had questions about. And the series of questions that was actually answered through a letter sent to our staff. So with that, Tanya, do you have anything that you would like to add to this for the community?
To add at this moment, I know that I talked to Don about this, Don the chair, Donald Gilmore, and he requested that we look into it from an annual basis, like look at the statistics, not like the policy, but just like, you know, there was a concern about the train, you know, and if like how many times does the truck get stopped by the train. I think that was like a big concern for him, and I agreed that it would be great to have some statistics, you know, that thankfully our county fire has sent to us before. So it would just be like a request to kind of see those statistics that we can look at. So that was like the only conversation I had with the chair that he's not here that I wanted to share with people about.
Right, okay. Well, thank you for updating me on that because I didn't know of the conversation, but that is good for us to keep note of. One of the things, how often does the trains come through, and how often, sometimes we have short trains, sometimes we have trains that hold for 15 minutes and 20. I have got stuck behind several times where our trains hold for 20 minutes. So that is something that we will look into, ask for, I guess, to look at that data to see what is the schedule, sometime with the schedule, because usually the trains, they run on the schedule, you know, and see what is the time length of some of the other trains. and just give, just give a visual note of what the trains and how they run and the minutes between that. Okay, so we'll look into that even more so, and I'll talk with our chair and also with you, so we'll be able to report out to the community on that major question, because there was a major question about what would happen if one of these passengers, not a passenger train, but a freight train, actually come through and hold up, and how would they get around, in order to serve the community. Okay, well, thank you.
If I could offer just a brief comment on the train situation. I'm not sure that's a statistic we actually track. It would be in individual calls where we make a note if there is a delayed response due to a train. But our fire captains have the authority to request units from another jurisdiction, from the other side, whoever's the most appropriate agency to help mitigate that if we're seeing an extended response time because of a train. So that's well within their authority to do that, and that happens regularly throughout the county.
Well, thank you for that. Okay. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, wait, hearing none.
Questions in the chat, Annie?
Yes, okay, I'm sorry for not seeing you. Okay, Princess, yes.
What are all the areas that the San Pablo Center Services cover? The San Pablo Fire Station?
So the Contra Costa County Fire District encompasses the entire city of San Pablo, as well as the unincorporated areas of North Richmond and other unincorporated areas found throughout West County. So we have a fire station at El Sobrante, but we use a closest resource concept along with all of our partners in West County to respond to emergencies.
Yes. Thank you. And you mind if you do have this information, what does the Richmond provide unincorporated?
The Richmond Fire Department provides response to all types of emergencies through an agreement with Contra Costa County Fire. I'll take the controversy head on, and that's that we implemented a preference on resources for medical emergencies, for typical in-home medical type emergencies. If it's just a medical emergency, we did implement across our jurisdiction, and this material is contained in our letter, a preference on providing a paramedic level response. And in some cases, that could mean that if the difference in the resources is up to 60 seconds, we're going to send the paramedic level response. Our computer-aided dispatch does an instant search on the resources and does an analysis on an ALS resource versus a basic life support resource, and dispatches that unit based on the guidance that we've programmed in there. So if there's less than a 60-second difference, you're going to get that paramedic level service from the fire department. If it's greater than 60 seconds, you could get a basic life support unit, which is the Richmond Fire Department.
Thank you.
I think Dr. Clark had something to say. I think while Princess was talking, Dr. Clark?
Children.
Okay. All right. I think his box lit up when she was talking. Okay. Cynthia, did you have something to say? Did you see her time?
No,
You mute. Okay, well, it seems that she is muted now. Okay, well, I don't see anyone else telling you. Do you see anyone else for questions for our chief? Okay. Well, thank you so very much, and thank you for the response. And I'm pretty sure that our chair, if he's not satisfied with what he would like to have asked you, due to his absence, that we will be getting back in touch with you, okay? And thank you for participating this evening.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too. Okay, Tanya, so let's go onto our agenda to B, and this is the planning application. And members, I'm pretty sure that you saw it in the packet, and I have it here, and it's the application for a little tiny a building planning summary. So Tanya, if you would like to expound on that for everyone at this point to hear.
Yeah, so this is an application that came to the North Richmond MAC. It's for an addition to an existing residential building. And the applicant is Brenda, who did confirm that she would be at this meeting today. So Brenda, if you're here, can you please?
Yes, I'm here. Hi,
yeah.
Tanya. Hi, everybody. I'm
here. A little
here.
bit about the project, so everyone can be aware. And the location of the project is 109 Chesley. And then, Brenda, do you want to share anything about the project to the North?
Yes, basically, you know, the project is going to be an addition, attached addition at the rear. You know, the house is a small 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and the owner is proposing to extend the house and have a master bedroom with a master bathroom. We are a little bit, you know, more setback than is the existing house to have a 3 feet on the side. Left, right, and at rear, we are going to have, let me see the plans. Let me open the file. Okay, we will have 18 feet, 5 inches on the rear setback. Regarding to design, we are continuing with the existing gable roof. In material are going to match the existing, you know, the color, the material outside, exterior walls, and the roof color and everything. Window also match the existing. And square feet, they will be 342. Yeah, I think that's all that I can say about it.
Great, thank you. Does anyone have questions?
So if I may, thank you. I see your name. Is it Brenda or is it? It is Brenda, right?
Brenda,
okay.
B-R-E-N-D-A, okay. Yes.
Thank you. So for everyone that's on the call, Brenda did give the description, but the project description of what she has brought forth to the MAC is an application request of a North Richmond administrative review for a 347 square foot rear addition to her existing home. Now, as she did explain, she would like to add on to the home. Right now, it's standing at a 2-bedroom home, but they would like to add this addition to make a master bedroom, correct?
Yeah, yes, correct. That is okay. Correct. Yeah, because this the existing bedroom actually are a small bedroom.
And bring it to the MAC. For letting us know of this application for planning that she would like to extend on her existing property.
Correct.
And it has gone through the general planning, the zoning. It's been looked at for flood hazard, the noise control, the spirit, the whole bit, sanitation, because she is adding a bathroom, and that is the West County Wastewater District, and all this is all into the application and has been filed. So she's just bringing this to us, ask for to let us know, and to us to give her a blessing to have this extension made to her home. Seems like it is applicable to do. and she has a 2-bedroom, but now she's extending, like to have a master bedroom at this point with a bathroom. So I hope that I, brought everybody into the fold, to hear from the application that was presented to us this evening. And at this point, do any of our MAC members have any questions for Brenda at this point?
Cynthia has something to say.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to thank Miss Brenda for going about this project legally and informing the MAC about what she planned on doing, because there's so many illegal structures in North Richmond in people's yard and backyard. And I just thank her for going about it legally.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Letitia, I think her hand is up. Can you see her, Tanya? Her iPod, Letitia?
I see her iPad. I don't see her hand up.
Oh, it just disappeared. It was a little yellow hand. Okay.
Dr. Clark's hand is up.
Is Dr. Clark? Oh, yes, Dr. Clark. I can barely see the top of his head. Okay. Dr. Clark? You're on mute. Dr. Clark, we can't hear you. You're on mute. Okay, we'll get back to him soon as he unmute. And we'll get back to him. Martha, I think you had something that you wanted to say also during the same time Dr. Clark had his hand up. As soon as he unmute, we're gonna open back up for him.
I just want to make an announcement. We are gonna have a, I don't know, is this for announcement?
No, excuse me, Martha. No, no, we're still on Brenda's item. We're still speaking on Brenda's item. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I had a comment.
So I can wait for the announcement.
Okay, I apologize for that. I thought you were speaking on that. I was waiting for Dr. Clark to come on, but he's still muted. And he hasn't unmuted yet. Okay. Well, with that.
Yeah, Annie.
Yeah,
yes, we hear you now. Yes, thank you.
What is the address of the dwelling?
109 Chesley Ave on the county side, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
It has to be for us to really hear.
That's in the lower end of Chesley, the first block.
Right, it's down by the Center for Health, going that way.
Yeah, all the way down.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, was that it, Dr. Clark?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, well, again, I would like to thank you, Brenda. Oh, we have someone on that wanted to speak. Someone else? Was that it? Okay. Brenda, we'd like to thank you again. As Cynthia has said, it is very welcoming that you have come to the MAC to present to us that you are legally have gone through the applications for building your structure to addition to your property, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much too for hearing that project in your meeting. Okay.
All right. Good luck. And good
Thanks.
luck.
Thanks.
So,
have a good night. Bye-bye.
I don't think we have to take an action on this or vote. It's just some more of accommodating, thanking you for bringing this and making the community aware of this project that it will be going on to the extension of your home. Okay, so with that, we do not have item 6, do we, Tanya? Nothing for item 6?
No.
So let's go into item 7 for our other agencies and program reports. Do we have anyone from the City of Richmond Community Service Department present tonight? Okay, hearing none. Tanya, do you see anyone? I don't see anyone either. Okay.
Okay, question.
Yes.
You said Richmond Community, that's the city office, right?
No.
Okay.
That is Richmond. No, that's City of Richmond.
Okay, that's Stephanie. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. Item B, Supervisor Joya's office. Tanya, that's you to report out, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Annie. Yeah, it was I want to thank everyone who came out to the Safe Routes to School Art Initiative. Special thank you to Ms. Mata for bringing out some of the youth at Verde Elementary School who participated in both the cleanup and the painting activity. It was really successful. We didn't make it all the way to Shrewsbury, but we made it all the way to Chesley. So we did 8 blocks of we cleaned it up. The county came and power washed it. And we did the phase 1 of the art activity. And we still need to finish. So we still need to finish Chesley and Kelsey to complete the project, at least the phase 1 of the project. So we will be there on May 23rd between 1 and 5 p.m. to complete the phase 1 of the project. So if anyone is interested in getting involved and wants to learn more about this initiative, please contact me. I'll add my email to the chat. So May 23rd between 1 and 5 p.m. We'll be completing the Safe Routes to School art activity. And then I also want to invite everyone to the Richmond Walk. It's a celebration of Jimmy McCracklin. And this is through the North Richmond Blues Foundation. They're gonna have an event on May 28th from 11 to 4 p.m. on the corner of Chesley. It's gonna be a walking production, so there'll be along Chesley. And this is part of this larger initiative to find a street to rename to Jimmy McCracklin in North Richmond that the North Richmond MAC approved of to continue to move forward with that initiative. So on May 28th, between 11 and 4 p.m., they're gonna do a music video and a celebration, and they'll have live music. So it's gonna be a great time, and everyone is welcome. And I'll make sure to share the flyer in the chat after my report. And I also just want to thank everyone for supporting the mural, the mural from Verde Elementary School. It was completed last week. And it was a mural that we fundraised for during the Christmas holiday. It was part of the Verde annual giveaway. And it's complete, it's beautiful, it's next to the garden and next to the playground. So if anyone gets a chance to go check it out, it's a really beautiful mural, and it gives homage to George Washington Carver, which was a very famous farmer who did a lot of really great work, specifically with Black farmers. And then the last announcement that I want to make is that we are looking at the general plan. I know that there's a lot of nonprofits and leaders who have looked at the general plan. The county has facilitated meetings in North Richmond about the general plan. It will be approved next year. And so I am reaching out to different nonprofits and community leaders who want to get an opportunity to submit comments, or if you have a policy, or if you have any solutions or ideas that you really want to make sure are in the general plan or want to have a discussion about it. This is just an open invitation to everyone that you can contact me and we can sit down and talk about what is the general plan and how you can get involved, and what are the organizations in North Richmond and leaders that are taking initiative on the general plan. So yeah, that wraps up my announcement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tanya. Okay, next we would like to hear from CHUC, but Don isn't here. So
I'm here, Annie,
Janie and Janine is here. Okay. Okay, so CHGC staff, go for it.
Okay, so I want to give, I had talked to the committee about 2 months ago, and I was telling them about the renaming of the center. So I have that information for you. So this, the new senior center here will be called the Corrine Sane Senior and Family Community Center. And the renaming ceremony is going to occur June 9th from 11 to 1. The ceremony is going to be at 11:30. That's the renaming and the sign and revealing of the sign. And just want to let you know that this is a NeighborWorks event. I mean, NeighborWorks Week, and we will be, this is one of the events we're going to be having during NeighborWorks Week. The community is invited. Invitations will be going out shortly to let everybody, and announcements to let everybody know about this event. So we will need a representative from the MAC who would like to speak at the event. So we have a couple of speakers that we're going to be contacting to speak at the event. So the MAC may want to get together and decide who's going to be the representative, who's going to speak at this event for Ms. Marine. So the speaking is only going to be about 2 minutes max, because we have a few speakers that's going to be speaking.
Okay.
I saw Dr. Clark here.
Dr. Clark has a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a question. I'm just glad that we finally got to send a name out there, Miss Corrine Sane.
Oh, thank you. The sign is going to be posted. I think the sign is going to be delivered around June 3rd, and it's going to be posted out front. But we don't want to reveal it until that day.
Okay.
Okay, but we already paid for a sign to come out. It's going to be posted. So that's all I have for CHBC. I didn't know that Dunn wasn't coming. I would have gotten more information from CHBC itself. So I think we can go right into Victor Janine's report.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, this is Dr. Clark again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think we missed Women History Month. And I want to just say congratulations to all the women in the North Richmond community.
Oh, thank you.
That, been doing such a great job.
Well, thank you, Dr. Clark. He's acknowledging all the hardworking women for the Women's Month of March. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dr. Clark.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, Jada, any other staff for THEC, Janine and Victor, you all.
Victor is from CHBC, so he's going to go right into the mitigation report.
Right, I'm saying, what about Janine? Do you have anything?
Yes, I'll go after Victor, Madam Chair.
Okay, you're gonna, okay, right, okay, thank you. So with that, Janie, we appreciate what you just shared with us. And now we're going to item D, which is CHDC Mitigation Coordinator. And Victor, you're on.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I just want to let everybody know that we had our Earth Day event on April 23rd. It was very successful. We had 3 projects. We had the stencil project. We also had the Wildcat Creek cleanup, and we also had like the swag bag pickup, and it came with all these resources for the community members. And I want to to give a special thanks to CHDC, Urban Till, the Sheriff, Recycling Ward, the Watershed Project, North Richmond Mobile Tool Library, City Code Enforcement. And hopefully next year we can actually do the big Earth Day Festival with the whole community at the Shields Reef Park. Hopefully COVID goes down. Another thing that I want to say is that this past weekend we held our Willie Spears cleanup in North Richmond. We had 19 containers and 3 metal containers that got picked up in total. Big shout out to the Richmond Abatement Team, County Public Works, the Sheriff Department, City Code Enforcement, Richmond Sanitary, and our ambassadors. And another report that I want to give is that, and Supervisor John Joy as well. I continue to do my weekly patrols and refer our work orders to the City of Richmond and Richmond Sanitary to pick up the legal dumping every week still. And that's it for my report.
Okay, thank you, Victor. Now,
I want to say, Annie.
Yes, Jane.
I want to say to Dr. Clark, we could not miss this Earth Day because I know if we had not had an Earth Day event, we would have gotten up out of that bed and walked over here and probably back. So I told them when we were pulling together, we know it was COVID, and we were conscious when we had it. That's why we didn't have the big festival. But we had a very beautiful Earth Day event at the Lucky A's ball field. We had shout out to, we had Don Gilmore there, we had the mayor's office, and we had Supervisor John Joy in there. We gave presentations to the service, people did the service event. So it was a very nice event, and we're very proud of it. And the team came together and pulled it off, and it was done very well. I just wanted you to know that, Dr. Clark.
Okay, so that's information to you, Dr. Clark. Okay, and everyone.
Well, that's great, because we want to keep that Earth Day going forward.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and thank you, Dr. Clark, for keeping us going with the Earth Day. We appreciate you. Okay, Janine, am I correct at this point?
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you, and good evening, everyone. Just a short report today. Our senior mothers were honored. We had this afternoon, enjoyed a delicious senior lunch through our lunch program, and they were given bouquets of flowers that were donated by Urban Till. I'd like to thank Urban Till for always supporting us. They also received cake, and they also received gifts. So they had a really, really nice pre-Mother's Day event today, and then they went right into bingo exercise. So that was wonderful. I'd like to announce that we are now a pantry. We have our own food pantry. Yeah. And it's open every day from, we're changing the time to 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. It is open to all community residents. I mean, they have everything from soda to chips to meat to fruit to salads. I mean, just everything. And the people are so thankful that this pantry is now open here. So please spread the news so that we can continue to feed our community. So I'm really, really excited about that. Very good. And then on May 13th from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we have partnered with Contra Costa Health Services, and we'll be providing the COVID vaccinations. If it's your first vaccination, your second, your third, or your fourth, you can get it right here at 515 Silver Avenue at the Multicultural Family and Senior Center. And we also started the morning with the Health Net WellCare presentation. And the seniors did have questions regarding Medicare and Medi-Cal and the differences. And if you had private insurance, it was just really a great way to start the day. We'll be having our Mobility Matters presentation on Tuesday, May 17th from 10:30 to 11 o'clock here at the Senior Center as well. And then in June, on June 7th, we will have Contra Costa Senior Legal Services also doing a presentation here. We still have our food bank on the 2nd and 4th Friday of each month. And just come join us for lunch from 11:30 to 12:30 here at the Senior Center. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for such a wonderful report, all together from CHDC. So thank you so very much. I was just thinking, with your report, it seemed like you should be separate, a separate title from still standing under CHDC to hear from mitigation and to hear from you. So we'll look at that. But thank you so very much. Wonderful, wonderful work. And thank you, Janie, for continuing to hang in with your proteges. So with that, can we hear from Richmond Land? I think he spoke earlier, the project manager. Well, he made an announcement. Is he still on?
I don't see him on anymore. Dominique.
Okay, because he made an announcement earlier. Okay, Princess for Corporation Richmond.
Good evening, everybody. Glad to give an update with Cooperation Richmond. We just had our last, not our last Co-op Cafe, but our most recent one just passed on Thursday. We had our Co-op Cafe about converting traditional businesses into cooperative models. These Co-op Cafes are virtual, free online. It's in the North Richmond newsletter, link to register as well. Our intake process is still open. So, our intake form. So if you want to receive our services, we offer connections within our shared network of resources. We also offer coaching within our project managers. And then we also offer access to non-extractive capital. And so that's like non-extractive business loans. So if you're a resident who is interested in developing a business within our cooperative structure, our cooperative models, and you're hoping to receive our services, please visit our website at cooperationrichmond.org. And my email is also with Tanya. You can reach out with Tanya or press on the link to our Co-op Cafe series. We have one coming up next month. So you can also click on that link within the North Richmond MAC newsletter. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, hope to see y'all next month at the Co-op Cafe.
Okay, thank you, Princess. Okay. Is Richmond Land back on? No? Okay, well, let's move on. Okay, so Urban Till, oh, yes, he is. Dominic, I thought Green?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Richmond, while I was calling, we were looking for you.
I'm sorry. I can hear you.
She wasn't helping me out, okay? So you could please report out. Thank you.
Yes, Richmond, I'm not sure exactly what piece I should be reporting out. I don't know if those things space prior, but I can give you, I guess, an update on what we've been doing, right?
Yes, and if you can just speak a little louder and a little slower, you be chopping in and out. If you,
I'm trying to figure out my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me okay? Hello?
Yes, okay, let's see.
1 second, let me see.
Because you're just going in and out and just chopping up, and unless I'm the only one hearing it going in and out like that.
How about now? Is it a little better?
That's much clearer, yes.
Yeah, I couldn't hear. Okay, good. I couldn't hear you all at first either. Okay, perfect. And okay, so just to make sure an update on what's been happening with our org. Yeah, so I did invite you all to do the event of the night, but we have our first acquisition, right? And we're doing capital improvements to that. We did come up to the stencil project as well and support with those that event. this prior weekend. We're small teams, right? So we've been shifting in different spaces, but our goal right now is to introduce ourselves to the community and really reintroduce ourselves since we have some new staff members. So right now we're getting acclimated into new spaces, like myself as a project manager. That's why I actually showed up in this space. So I'm not sure exactly what update you all want to get from us. Specific, I can definitely give that to you. I'm not sure exactly what update you're looking for, but that's kind of where we are on my end.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Are there any questions? I see it's lighting up. Okay. All right. So next on our agenda for HC's report, Urban Tilt.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
Yes. We gave you a shout out. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, today was the first day of my representing Richmond, hopefully as best I can at the State Board of Agriculture. So that was pretty exciting.
Well, Dr. wanted to make sure that we acknowledged you. He called and he's online right now. Okay, so I did my due. Okay. Thank you.
That's great. So I wanted to share some stuff to make sure people knew about a few of the things that Urban Tilt does that I think people don't always know about. And some of the things that we do are specifically for North Richmond. Like today, the Senior Center, the Multicultural Senior Family Center reached out and, a few weeks ago and asked for some support for the bouquets for Mother's Day. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone in North Richmond knows that we are happy to support North Richmond residents we grow flowers. So with flowers, with food, we have a program called Food is Medicine, so that we have an explicit amount of resources set aside to give away free food boxes, free cooking lessons, free farm stands, bouquets, other things that we grow and make to North Richmond residents explicitly, only for North Richmond residents. And so if you want to bring and, get, I think, we've done like 50 bags of produce and grocery bags of stuff and everything like that. If you want to bring that to your program, to your youth program, to your community center, to an event you're doing, please reach out to us. You can reach out to Marco at Urban Tilt, and he can work with you and make sure we get what you need to you. That is the beautiful thing about having a farm, a community farm in North Richmond. It's really for North Richmond residents. So I just wanted to make sure people know that and really use that service and use that asset in the community. Outside of that, I wanted to remind people that we have the free farm stands every Tuesday, 2 o'clock, across from the North Richmond Center for Health. You can come there and get free produce, all organic, some grown at our farm, some grown at 7 partner farms from within 100 miles of Richmond. And also, finally, we are finally starting construction in June. So these last month of May is your last chance to come out to the farm and participate. And after May, we'll have to shut down the farm to community members for a while we're going to construction, just for safety issues. But after, we will emerge with a beautiful new campus, partially built. And so we're definitely going to have a party and invite everybody out so you can see what's there for everybody. So that's what I had to offer. I just wanted to make sure people know what we're going to be offering. And just a note, while construction is happening, we're still going to be working on the farm and food will still be available. So, just because we won't be able to have volunteer days doesn't mean we won't be still growing and distributing food. So thank you. That's what I had. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Well, I do. Thank you for your outstanding work again, Dorian. A shout out to you. But I do want to ask you, how are your fruit trees coming along? Because I know the fruit trees that I got from you a few years ago, my plums was excellent and my cherries was somewhat good. The pieces overran So I was just wondering, how is your cherries? I have people asking me about cherry trees. So how is your cherry?
Yeah, you know, honestly, cherries don't do that well in this area. They do okay.
Yeah.
The things that do really, really well are apricots. You can get away with some peaches depending on the year. And plums, yes, and pears,
yeah,
some Asian pears and some apples, you know, but cherries are hard. We don't exactly have the right kind of weather.
Right.
But our apricots are about to be on. And I tell you, I swear, as soon as we make the apricot jam, I'm gonna bring jam to the Mac because it is delicious.
Yes. Yes. And one other thing, how about your citrus? I was passing here in North Richmond, and I think it was on 2nd Street, and someone had a loaded down lemon tree, a lemon.
Yep.
I mean, yep, do we have lemon trees there on the farm? Do we have any type?
We do. We do have lemons and we have limes. We only recently planted them, so they're not totally mature yet, but give them a few years and we'll have a lot of lemons and limes. But I tell you what we have been doing is we've been networking with people throughout Richmond, not just in North Richmond, who have fruit trees, and most of them have been lemon and limes. And we offer to go pick their extra fruit and we bring them to our free farm stand so that they don't just go to waste on the tree.
Yeah.
So anybody can have them. You don't have to go to the store and pay $1 for a lemon or a lime.
Right.
You know, you just share the bounty.
On First Street, it's just over, you know, it's cool. I was just surprised.
You were actually working with the city right now to do a grant where we can actually create a new employment program for young people to teach them how to take care of fruit trees. And then so all of the fruit trees that we've been giving away, we gave away 450 this year. We can actually offer the services of the young people to take care of the fruit trees. And then in exchange, we can get some of that harvest and give it to people who need fruit. And you know, and then there you go. You host the tree, we help you take care of it, we employ some youth, and we get lots of fruit out to the community. So hopefully that grant goes through and we actually get it funded. But that would be great.
Down the road. Okay, well, again, thank you so very much for the wonderful work that you've been doing here and the continued work that you are doing. So, do anyone have any questions or comments for
Yeah, hi, this is Leticia, and I just want to say that I'm really grateful to have Urban Field. I want to say thank you to Doria. I myself have benefited myself, my family. My kid loves the carrots from the farm. Especially during the pandemic, it was really helpful to have the stand. And I mean, we love the farm here, and we're excited to see the new project and see the new farm coming. And very, very, very grateful to have the farm. And thank you for all that you do.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, kudos. Well, thank you again, Dorian. So let me see. Francis, I see your hand up. No?
It's a clapping sign.
Oh, clapping. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. We applaud you. Okay, well, with that, I think if there's no other comments or questions at this point.
Eddie, I have something to say, Cynthia.
Yes, Cynthia, please.
Yeah, like I said, for some reason my camera is not working. But before we close out, I had thought you said something about the sit site, but it reminds me that we had invited the director from the site to come and give us a report to the MAC, and that's not happening. So perhaps Tanya could make that happen, get in touch with the director and put them on an upcoming agenda. And I had put in the chat that Sherry Stanley had passed away. She was on the board of directors for the wastewater management. And I think we should have a moment of moratorium for Sherry. And also, one of our seniors passed away this morning, in which you're probably aware of. Shirley Thrower Wright passed away this morning. Yes, and it affects me in my age because, number one, she was an old longtime North Richmond resident, her family, her mother, the whole 9 yards. And we treasure our seniors of North Richmond, and we think very highly of them. So I would like to acknowledge Shirley also.
Thank you so very much, Cynthia, for that.
There was a comment about Les Deltas, and I do see Tony here, and I was wondering if Tony wanted to address the question. Or if not. But it was a question about Les Deltas, if there's any new updates.
Oh, okay. Is he still? Tony?
Yeah. And if, I don't know if Tony's there or not, but if not, I can give a little update from what I'm a part of. So we are the Housing Authority got granted a breakthrough grant, and as a result, we can hire a fellow to work on policy. So the fellow will hopefully be hired on in June, and we will have that fellow for 2 years, and that fellow is gonna really assist with the policies like the right to return and other policies to benefit North Richmond residents. And part of that grant is also a community engagement component. So there will be community meetings that will be happening in the future that will invite the community to participate, to have a more active role in what is happening with Les Deltas.
So Tanya, would this be an intern that will be doing the 2 years?
That will be like a consultant to the Housing Authority.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, we've had a moment of silence as Cynthia had asked for. And
before we close out, just one more thing on Doria about her appointment. I'm happy for you, and I feel your excitement because I was appointed to the Board of Commissions for the Housing Authority back in July, and we've been meeting on Zoom, and today was the first day I was able to meet in Martinez with the Board of Supervisors, and I was sitting on the panel with the Board of Supervisors. So what I would say is that North Richmond is spreading its wings. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Cynthia. Congratulations again to you.
Thank you.
Okay, and congratulations, Dora. Okay, so with that, we're getting ready to adjourn, and hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday, June the 7th, 2022, for our next MAC meeting. Okay, and it is open so far that we can come in person at 515 Silver, or we can continue on Zoom until notification is different. So thank you everyone for coming out this evening, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everybody.